Welcome to the Pope on Film. I am Bunny Williams, and with me is.
I am the Pope in question. My name is Reverend May Lynn. I am the founder of the Church of Ed Wood, which is an actual thing worth a Google. It is episode 477 of this podcast, which means mathematically that there have been 476 episodes before this one. Why would we lie about that? And you're not going to go and check anyway, so there you go. So, hello, everybody. First off, I don't know how many specific episodes we have left. Like, I haven't counted
Yeah.
before we end the show in October on our 10-year anniversary. But I think that right now we should commit to whatever our last episode is episode 500. That we end on an even note. Even if we get to episode 498, which I don't think we will, before, even if we get to episode 500, then the episodes before those will have to be episode 499A, episode 499B, so that we really end on a good note,
Yeah. Yeah.
a nice round number.
We're at
And also,
477 now.
yeah, there's a good chance we could end on episode 500, but just in case we don't, this wouldn't be the first time we've effed with the episode numbers on this podcast, in all honesty. So, and also, this whole podcast, after nearly 10 years doing this podcast, the whole show is just one elaborate inside joke at this point. And so, if this is your first time listening to the podcast or watching the podcast, you're going to have to go back and listen to all the other 476 episodes.
Yes, you are.
How are you going to get Ray Milland, Horse Erotica, and all of our references to the TV show Jesse?
Yes.
You have to start with episode 1. Now, with that out of the way, let's get to our opener, commonly referred to as Jeff, aka the Betty White Memorial Podcast segment, brought to you by Raid Shadow Legends. Download today. Not a sponsor. And so I have a few things that I wanted to bring up. First off, Bunny killed a man.
Yeah.
Quite clearly.
In my role of patron saint of celebrity deaths. Hey.
Yeah. Bunny has killed a man. And it's pretty amazing. We'll be talking about this more at the end of the show when we finally get to the point where we announce our big summer theme, which I'm very excited about. We will be watching a Fast and the Furious movie.
Ratings are important.
Yeah, ratings are so important. I feel like if we had gone with the summer theme that won, easily hands down won the polls, then that would be a good summer for the fans. But I feel like what we're doing now is we will be doing a summer for us, Bunny. It's our last summer. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to do a summer for us.
Yes.
One last summer before we graduate before we move on to colleges. Before we, after graduating high school, this will be our last hurrah. So I'm really excited about that. So I want to talk first off about dead popes.
Talk about who?
Dead popes.
Okay.
First off, you added the to the beginning of that. That's a 90s band. We're the Dead Popes. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
True. So A few days ago, someone posted, well, a few weeks ago, someone posted this on Twitter. It's Sophie of Coffee on Twitter, and she posted, quote, "My favorite new factoid is that they hit dead popes on the head 3 times with a special dead pope hammer just to ensure they are in fact dead." And there's a
Okay.
picture of an elaborate sort of silver and gold hammer. And so I had to get to the bottom of this. Now, this is what my Bing search gave me as the answer. And at first, it'll seem pretty cut and dry, but I believe that by the end of this explanation, you will have more questions than answers.
Yeah.
So,
I already have questions.
yeah. Oh, nice. The claim that a deceased pope gets hit in the head with a special hammer to verify death is a myth. Okay, well, there you go. Cut and dry. Open and shut case. Guess we can close the lid on this unsolved
Yep,
mystery.
yep, yep.
Oh, wait, there's
That's
more.
that explains to me because I was wondering, if this was true, there would have to be a Vatican Black and Decker tie-in of some sort.
Yeah,
But no, no, this completely explains. Okay, it's just something we made up, something completely ridiculously false, which we should have known just on the surface of it. But yes, we can completely put this whole hitting the Pope in the head with a hammer, in a very ritualistic whack-a-mole kind of way. We could put that to bed. Thank
originally the
God.
song originally the song Maxwell Silverhammer was called Vatican's Papal Hammer.
Yeah.
So there you go. Hold on, there's more, Bunny.
There's more.
There's more. Don't get your hopes up. The claim that a deceased pope gets hit in the head with a special hammer to verify death is a myth. Now, get this next sentence. The Vatican has stated that this ritual has not been performed since possibly 1878.
Okay.
The hammer shown in social media posts is actually used to open a holy door in papal ceremonies. And traditionally, the Cardinal Camerlengo verifies the Pope's death by gently tapping the Pope's head with a silver hammer while calling out his baptismal name 3 times. But it's all a myth.
Okay.
But doesn't
Okay.
this answer say that, like, oh, it's a myth? The Vatican has even said that it's a myth and hasn't happened since at least the 19th century. And yes, that's a picture of a hammer, but that hammer is used to open doors in papal ceremonies and also used to hit uh, dead popes over the head. That doesn't mean it's a myth,
No.
right? I'm really confused by my Bing search here.
And seriously, it just makes me want to know now how you open a door with a hammer.
I have no idea, but what this says, like in big bold letters, this is a myth because it hasn't happened since 1878. That means it does happen, that it
Yeah.
did happen.
Yeah.
That means that this is true, not a myth. I'm very confused about this. Anyway, what do you think the
But
chances are?
I think they should totally lean into it. The Catholic Church is not bringing in the revenue that it used to. Okay?
Yeah, everyone's leaving the
It's
church.
just not. But if when the Pope dies, you put them through a Klingon pain ritual, you can market this. You can
I think
market
that
this.
every,
If
I
all
think
the
that every,
cardinals gather around the Pope with pain sticks and poke him to make sure he's really dead, we are on to something. It is a
I think that
brand new day for the Catholic Church.
I think that every pope should have their body burned while the sad Star Wars music plays, just like Darth Vader.
Oh no, it's got to be Sad Hulk. Sorry, no,
No, it's got to be the and then get a bunch of fucking
no,
Ewoks
no. I
to start
disagree.
doing
It's got to
yub
be.
yub. And also, you do have a point. Where is my official papal hammer?
Yeah.
You could get a whole line of religious tools at Home Depot. And it's like, oh, here's your papal measuring tape. I'm down with that. They could just offer to highest bidder how many celebs would want in on that, says Queer Kitty. How many celebs would want in on that? Are you suggesting that we sell papal corpses? Oh my god, that's my metal band name.
Yeah.
We are papal corpses. 1, 2, 3, 4. This next song's called Robot of Fiction.
You managed to get two band names out of this.
Yeah, I've already gotten 2 band names, so we're doing really good. Bunny, let me pull up my Twitter. I'm really proud of this. I started a new I created a new genre of music
Okay.
Wednesday morning. So Tuesday, was it Tuesday or Wednesday? I think it was Wednesday. So maybe on Thursday I did it. It doesn't matter. I created a new genre of music. On May 8th, I went to the movie theater to see episode 1, The Phantom Menace,
Okay.
because it's like an anniversary or something, and so it was either watch that or Kung Fu Panda 4, and I have no intention of watching that. So I went and I saw Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace in theaters. I had forgotten how much that movie sucks ass.
Okay.
At the end, there was a sneak peek of the Acolyte, but to be honest, new Star Wars does nothing for me.
No.
I loved the first 3.
Which I think is
I
well
thought,
established in this show.
yeah, I watched the first 3. The prequels were okay. And then I really like Solo and like the second of the 3 new sequels. But beyond that, I just don't really care. I don't want to watch a Star Wars TV show. I don't care. I really don't care. So I saw a preview of The Acolyte, and it's like, okay, apparently Trinity from the Matrix is in it. Good for her. But beyond that, I don't really care. I forgot how much the Phantom Menace sucks because, like, here's Queen Amidala, and she looks like she's like 17.
Yeah.
And here's 5-year-old baby Anakin, who's the worst actor in the freaking world. And then Jar Jar, hideous. And some of the CGI was laughable. I I posted a video on Twitter where I explained that when you see the first 3 Star Wars movies, so much of that is real. So much of the set is actually there. So many of the aliens were created as suits. And then you go and you watch the prequels and you watch all the new Star Wars, and you can just tell that so much of it is computers.
Yeah.
Especially the Phantom Menace. Watching that, it felt less like I was watching a live action Star Wars film and more like I'm watching an animated movie with a few live
Yeah.
action characters.
Yeah. That's
Basically,
why people are continually going under the mistaken impression that Liam Neeson is in this movie. He is not.
he's not.
He is
He's
just
not.
another computer generated character.
Yeah, he's like a Jedi version of the Tupac hologram.
Yes.
So there's that. So what I'm saying is Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace is the Three Caballeros of Star Wars. It's primarily animated. Every once
Yeah.
in a while, a real person shows up. So there's that. Uh, so the next day, May 9th, it was last Thursday, I created a new genre of music because there's a website out there. It's called suno.com, suno.com. You sign up and you get tokens, and with those tokens, you can have AI write you music. And I've been having a really fun time with that. I wrote a great song, which I absolutely love. It's without a doubt one of the greatest songs ever written. And it's called, I want to get the right title. Okay. I wrote a rap song. I had AI write me a rap song called Real Gangsters Ain't Afraid to Cry After Shitting Themselves at a Denny's in Scottsdale.
Okay.
And it's one of my favorite songs of all time. Eleanor had AI write a Dr. Seuss rap song called Green Eggs and Rhyme. I
Okay.
had AI write a country ballad about the life of Ed Wood. It is surprisingly good. And I wrote a song called Malin's Funky Beat that I will be using for my live performance at Oklahoma City's big 3 day Pride Festival. So the next day, I wake up and I still have like Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace on my brain. And I loved it when it came out. But then again, I was very young and I was very drunk and I was very high. And I think I just like movie spectacles. So it wasn't that I liked it, it's that I was in a big group at a sold out movie and everybody liked it. But it took me a while to realize that the movie sucked. So I still had Star Wars on the brain and I had AI write a sensual love ballad for Jar Jar Binks.
Okay.
The song is called Misa Makes Sweet Love.
Okay.
It is probably the greatest song of all time. Okay. The creepy part is I understand what people are saying about artificial intelligence because the song that it wrote for me, it sounds remarkably like Beyonce.
Okay.
But let me read to you the lyrics that AI wrote me for Misa Makes Sweet Love. Are you ready, bud?
Okay.
Okay. Misa thinking about you, and Misa can't deny. The way you's looking at Misa, Misa feeling oh so hot. Misa wanna hold you close. Misa wanna feel your touch. Making sweet love, Misa love you oh so much. And then you get into the chorus. Misa wanna love you, Misa wanna hold you tight, making sweet love all through the night. Misa wanna kiss you, Misa wanna feel you near, making sweet love. Misa got no fear. It's a really sweet song.
I'm feeling a
Um,
little choked up, actually.
yeah, I'm sorry for all the women
Just
who
a
are
little.
watching this podcast who have now become a water park. I apologize for that. So then I decided to keep going. I had AI write me a song called Jar Jar's Country Gungan Blues. So this is a twangy acoustic country song. Well, y'all want to hear about the life of a Gungan in space. Jar Jar Binks here, gonna tell you my story with grace. I'm a simple creature living on a planet called Naboo, but now I'm floating around the galaxy trying to find my cue. Trapped in a land of humans, no waterfalls or swamps in sight, with my floppy ears and clumsy feet, always causing a fight. They call me clumsy, but I got a heart that's gold. Just trying to fit in this alien world, Misa getting oh so cold. That's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So then I decided to write a punk song. This is a fast-paced, angry punk song called "Oi We the Gungan."
Okay.
So this one is I wanted like an angry punk song, but it gave me like a pop punk song, but that's okay. Gungans get no love, we always get the shove. Jedi's hating on us, thinking they're above. Misa getting angry, Misa fighting back. Take down the Jedi, put them off track. Gungan's gonna rise, no more taking lives. With our big old ears, we hear all the cries. Wisa sticking together, Wisa take a stand. Show the galaxy, we the real command. So I've created a new type of music that I call Gungan core.
Okay.
And I really do feel it's going to take over the world. It is really going to take over. These are some of the best songs in the world. You try and listen to Misa Make Sweet Love and try not to get aroused. Impossible. Impossible. Jar Jar Binks is like space, not Snoop Dogg. Jonathan, come on. No, what's the Jar Jar Binks is alien Barry White. That's just a fact. So I think everybody is going to be getting on the Gungan core wagon. Also, in other news,
I'm starting to worry about you now. Okay.
this is huge.
This is it. This is the point right here.
Okay. Well, I've got one more thing. I need to find it. Shit. Where is it? Okay. I got to pull it up. This drives me insane. This drives me insane. Okay, so Chris Pine has a movie that's about to be widely released. It's
I've already
called.
heard bad things about it. Okay.
Oh yeah. It's called Pool Man, and it premiere. It he like wrote, produced, directed, and stars in it, and he plays like a stoner, loser, nobody guy who just cleans pools, but he just
Yeah.
cleans one pool. And he decides to solve a mystery. It's kind of like Raymond Chandler meets the Big Lebowski. And so here's an article. The reviews are nothing
Pool
short of
man, right?
abysmal. Pool Man, all one word. So it premiered at the Sundance Film Festival. And there were apparently numerous walkouts, and multiple mainstream outlets said it was not only the worst film of that festival season, but that it would probably be the worst film in any festival season in which it was released. Now, here's the crazy part. Chris
Yeah.
Pine describes the movie. Okay? Chris Pine, a human being born, as far as we know, on the planet Earth, described his movie in this way. That is definitely not what you want to hear about your film that was, quote, that as Pine described the film at a recent screening in New York City, the film was, quote, born from a giggle, made
Okay.
made with the softest of puppy Labrador licks to the face, and presented with a giant hug of compassion. First off, uh, I think Chris Pine might have written the song Happiness Pie from the Kids in the Hall Brain Pan.
Okay.
Go see my movie,
Maybe.
Pool Man. I
I
bet you're
mean,
wondering what's in this pool. Well, there's 2 cups of love,
so
a cup
what
and a
happened
half of
from there, Chris?
a cup and a half of understanding, a tablespoon of good old fashioned compassion,
Yeah.
sugar to taste, and the ovens are our hearts. It, what type of insane person describes a movie that way? Who the fuck? What adult describes a movie this way? Chris Pine, you are officially on notice. This man might be a fucking psychopath because no one describes a movie that way. Even I can't think of any movie that you could say was born from a giggle, made with the softest of puppy Labrador licks to the face, and presented with a giant hug of compassion, except maybe a Serbian film.
Yeah. I don't know. I
So
think you got to give Chris Pine a little bit of leeway. He knows who he is. You know, he knows who he is. He knows he's not the actor who's getting the first call. You know,
yeah,
he's not the actor who'd be like, oh my God, only Chris Pine can play this role. He
shit, he's
knows
not
he's
the
not
first.
that guy. You
He's
know,
not even one of the first Chris's to get that call.
he's the guy who you call pretty much when you've run out of everybody else.
When you run out of other Chris's,
Yeah, when you
yeah,
run out of other Chris's, and when you decide,
yeah,
damn, we have really
10 minute
had
warning.
bad luck with Dungeons and Dragons kind of stuff. We don't want to risk one of our good actors in that. How about we cast Chris Pine?
I like the Dungeons and Dragons movie. I
The
thought
Chris
it was
Pine
just
movie, I think
fine.
it's pretty
Yes,
fucking awesome. I hear they're making another one. I want to
I
see it.
I think it's just fine. And I'm surprised it wasn't as successful as I thought it should have been.
It was
But
just a bunch of fun. That's all it was.
yeah, yeah, it was fun. But the more time passes in my life, the more Don't Worry, Darling was the weirdest fucking movie I have seen in quite some fucking time.
Yeah.
The Shyamalan of that movie is fucking insane. Like I really like the movie until you find out what the actual plot is.
I barely
Once you find
remember
out
it.
the mystery of the film, it's like, oh, okay, I don't like this anymore. Can we go back to trying to figure out the mystery? Because that was fun.
Yeah.
In
I
other
I
news,
barely remember it. I
yeah,
remember he was in it. I
yeah,
remember Harry Styles was in it and the May Queen.
yeah, it had a secret Proud Boys sort of um uh what's that guy Andrew Tate sort of
Yeah.
twist to it. In other news, in Las Vegas recently, a robot was struck and killed by a self-driving Tesla car.
Okay.
And here we all are preparing for AI to destroy the world. But I'm pretty sure this is what Alanis Morissette was singing about.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Suddenly, I feel like,
If a
uh,
robot gets run down and killed by a self-driving Tesla,
yeah, that's
Alanis
basically like rain
Morissette
on your wedding day.
wins.
Yeah, I've never felt more like Ken Watanabe in my life. But just like Ken Watanabe in the first Legendary Studios Godzilla film, I kind of feel like let them fight. You know, like shit. If AI is going to fight against AI, I think we humans are good here.
Yeah.
And again, I like to say a lot of people are out there saying that AI is going to destroy the world. Yes, but I did write a song. I did have AI write me a song ab- about shitting your pants at a Denny's in
Yes.
Scottsdale. So it's a give and a take,
Okay,
you know?
but why is AI going to destroy the world any more readily than what humans are doing?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, seriously, can AI do any worse? I mean, we're literally looking at election where our choices are Genocide Joe, the Christo-fascist dictator who wants to build concentration camps all over America and kill his political enemies, or the guy with brain worms.
yeah. Or the guy with brain worms.
And from where I'm sitting here, honestly, the guy with brain worms is probably the most moral choice. Sure, he might have fucked a couple of kids on Epstein Island. Sure, is that a genocide though? This is
Why
the
would you say
this is
something
the 3-ring fucking circus we're living in these days.
Lenny, why would you say something so controversial and yet so brave?
So
So,
he's a complete lunatic. What do you want from him? He's got brain worms.
yeah, yeah.
Are the others not lunatics?
And I love the fact that, like, the brainworm thing was something that was said in a divorce proceeding in 2012 under the hey, I can't be expected to pay alimony to my bitch ex-wife because a worm died in my brain. And now I'm hearing, yeah, sure, a worm died in my brain, but the worm only destroyed the part of me that pays alimony,
Yeah.
not the presidential part of my brain. This is the hellscape that we live in this, the year of our Lord 2020.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
insane. It's insane. We should bring Warren G. Harding back to life, and he can pilot this country. You know what? The world's going to end anyway. Let's just start switching out. Let's give cats a chance.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, for like a year, and then we'll get the cats out, and we'll put nothing but those arm wrestling robots that you used to get at Radio Shack.
Yeah.
Those claws, and then after that, we can get hamsters running the country. They can't damage this country more than we've already damaged it. You
No.
know. So, and one final thing, I have an older brother, and he's an asshole. So that is it for Jeff this week. Hope you enjoyed it. We are going to take a short break, and when we come back, not only are we talking about this week's movie, Robot Dreams, uh, finally, we're going to get to the answer: do androids dream of electric sheep? The answer may surprise you. And man, if you're a dog and you're reading Stephen King's Pet Cemetery, that is a much different book. I would,
Okay.
because the dog is reading Stephen King's Pet Cemetery at one point in time.
Oh yes, yes he is. Yes he is.
Yeah, and so if you're in a world where all animals are alive and humans don't exist, that is a much scarier book, I think. So, but also we will be announcing our theme this year,
Okay.
and wow, a surprise entrant from out of nowhere. Thanks, buddy.
I do
Very
my part.
excited. Very excited for this summer. Yeah, and you know what? There are some films that we've already seen. We're seeing them again.
Okay.
We're seeing them again. We can't do this theme summer and not watch, you know, Star Crash and shit. But okay. But we're gonna take a short. Maybe we should take a short break and then we can discuss that. Should we take a break, Bunny?
We should take a break.
Okay, I concur. I didn't ask you, Eleanor. I asked Bunford Williamson, the guy who killed someone with his mind powers. Yes, we'll be talking about it all summer. We will be right back with more of the Pope on Film in 2 and 2. 2 and 2. Do 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 do. This is the outro. Do 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 do. If this was Late Night with the Devil, there'd be like some bizarre artwork, and it would say more to come.
Yeah.
Do 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 do. Skitty papa do wow and break. And then the screen does this.
stick around. We'll be right back with more. So stick around. Don't move. Just sit. Just sit down and wait for the show to be back. I swear to God, if we come back for the show and you're not sitting there waiting, I swear to God, I will break you in half. I will break you in half. Don't you test me. Sit there and wait. Go.
Much later.
Hey, Grandpa, tell me about the time you committed treason.
Well, our president was a racist and a rapist, and he lost re-election. So we decided to break into the Capitol and try and hang the vice president and kill a bunch of people. And I saw somebody take a big shit in a hallway. Yeah, it was a pretty great time, and that's my story.
That's not a very good story, Grandpa.
Well, fuck you, you piece of shit!
Between work and school, I'm a very busy person. I don't have time to meet that special someone. So I went to loverstate.com, paid the $700 fee, and filled out the questionnaire, which they obviously ignored. Hello?
Hey, baby. My name's Ted the Stead.
Ted the Stead?
Yeah, it's really Ted the Stud, but, that don't rhyme.
I wanted someone who was financially stable. Oh, okay. Are you ready to go?
Oh, hey, are you gonna pay for this? Because I spent my last $5 on some lottery tickets and some 40 ounces. Oh, never mind. I got some Chef RD in the car. Be right back.
I wanted somebody who was sweet. Oh, they're beautiful.
Yeah, it's amazing what you find when your neighbors don't lock the car door. Hey, you need a Bible?
I wanted a person who was family-minded. So, do you have any kids?
Yeah, I'm sure somewhere. Hey, who is that there picture of you?
That's my sister.
Cute.
How about later on me and her get together in the bedroom?
I wanted someone adventurous.
Are you expecting somebody?
No.
Look, if it's the cops, I'm not here.
You're wanted by the cops?
Yeah, look, it's a little bit of a misunderstanding. See, I didn't know she was 15. I thought she was 12.
I wanted someone to call me unexpectedly and tell me they needed me. Oh. Hello?
Hey, baby.
Ted, it's 3 o'clock in the morning.
I know, baby, but I need you real bad. The cops got me. I need bail money like now.
It cost me 20 minutes of my time to fill out the questionnaire. $700 to join, 1 bad date, 20 calls a night for 2 weeks, and another $200 to file a restraining order. Thanks a lot, loversdate.com.
Loversdate.com. We just promised you a date.
Wow. This room is perfect. The aura in here, man. Oh, just so good. This is a great room.
Yeah, I mean, this room is exactly like the one downstairs. I mean, you can do whatever you want with
A
it.
shrine right there on the wall.
Oh, yes, a shrine with incense. Yes, can you smell the incense everywhere? Yes.
And my Chopra poster.
Chopra, wasn't he an extra on Star Trek?
And my sign right there. Oh, yes, my sign.
Well, we'll have to move the TV.
Yes, throw it out. We don't need
yes, get rid of it
TVs,
altogether.
man.
Well,
we don't.
You don't need a TV downstairs if you don't want it.
No, that TV.
Yes.
That TV?
No.
That one.
Wait, are you talking about moving in here?
Well, yeah, man.
No, you guys can't move in here.
Well, why not? It's so perfect.
I sleep in the nude.
Well, me too, man.
Rebels! Rebels! You can't tell me what to do. You're not my dad.
I think I'm gonna procrastinate a little bit more. Hitting open strings without my right hand. Using my left hand, saying I need to quit singing so I can start drinking. Here I go. Dark in the city, night is a while. Steaming in the subway, the world is on fire. Do 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 do. Woman, you want me? Give me a sign. Catch my breathing, even closer behind. Do 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 do. In touch with the ground, I'm on a hunt down after you. I smell like a sound, I'm lost in a crowd, and I'm hungry like a wolf. Cross the line, a discordant rhyme. I'm on a hunt down after you. My mouth is alive with juices and wine, and I'm hungry like a wolf. Ow. Stuck in the forest, too close behind to be upon you by the moonlight side. Do 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 do. How the drum made on your skin so tight. You feel my heat, I'm just a moment behind. In touch with the ground, I'm on a hunt down after you. I smell like a sign, I'm lost and I'm found, and I'm hungry like the wolf. A stride of the line, a discord and rhyme, howling and whining after you. My mouth is live, I'm running inside, and I'm hungry like the wolf. Hungry like the wolf, 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 hungry. Burn in the ground, break from the crowd, 'cause I'm on a hunt down after you. I smell like a sound, I'm lost and I'm found, and I'm hungry like the wolf. I'm out of line, it's discord and rhyme, 'cause I'm on a hunt down after you. My mouth is live with juices and wine, I'm hungry like the wolf. Burn in the ground, break from the crowd, I'm on a hunt down after you. I scented the sound, I'm lost and I'm found, and I'm hungry like the wolf. Crossing the line, a discord and rhyme, I'm on a hunting after you. My mouth is alive, I run inside, and I'm hungry like the wolf. Oh no, I bust a sweat doing that song. That deserves a drink. Don't mind if I do.
Judge me by my size, do you? My penis you have not seen. Huge it is. Yes. Suck it, you will.
Storytime with Mei Lin, a one-of-a-kind, hyperactive and interactive blend of adult stand-up comedy and children's storytime, because you're never too old for a good story. Mei Lin is going on tour in 2024, and after much deliberation, they have chosen the following wildly original name for their tour: Storytime with Mei Lin on Tour, a one-former man show. Brought to you in part by Spite. Don't miss your chance to see her on tour before Republicans ban her, just like they're busy banning all history books, and, for that matter, books. For more information on Mei Lin, like, I don't know, try Google maybe, or Bing if you're a weirdo. Hey, is Ask Jeeves still a thing? Probably not. Oh well. Storytime with Mei Lin.
And we're back with more of the Pope on Film.
And if you're just joining us, Bunny killed Roger Corman. It's time, Bunny!
It's time. It's time.
Yes, Bunny, my friend, who is more than brother to me, I embrace thee.
And you are right. You are right, new chatter. Robot on robot crime is sad. It's something
sad.
that we have to stamp out in this country.
Yeah.
God
It's
damn,
sad.
Elon.
It is time once again for all of us here on the Pope on Film podcast to Dougie our way into the second half of the show. And it is said second half wherein we finally and eventually get around to discussing our all new, high fat, and now with 50% more GMOs movie of the week. And this week we discuss an upcoming movie that has yet to be released in the States, but certainly has been released in other countries like France and Spain. It's going to be released in States this summer. In fact, at the end of next month, this will get a wide release, and I'm really excited about that. Yeah, it's the upcoming animated film. It's a bit confusing because it's an upcoming animated film that hasn't been released yet, but all over the world, it's already been released. And also, it was up for an Academy Award last year.
Yeah.
So it's all confusing. But our movie this week is Robot Dreams, the upcoming animated film about a dog and his robot friend. Bunny, first off, did you like this film? Did you like it?
It was cute. It was cute.
Well, I think it wasn't cute. I think it sucked ass. What do you think now, Bunny? Huh? What do you think now? I could be contrarian too, you son of a bitch.
Yes, you can. It was a cute movie. It was
I liked it.
A little confusing at times trying to follow what was going along. I was trying to put way more meaning into things. Of course, I was high as fuck.
Yeah.
You know.
At first, I watched it with Eleanor, and I'm like, is this really happening? Okay, so this is a dream. Okay, so now everything's real. Okay, so the robot's having dreams? I was not prepared for that. So I need to find out at what point are things real and at what point are things dreams. I wasn't expecting the robot to be dreaming so much. And Eleanor goes, Other Mother, what's the movie called? Robot Dreams. Thanks for making me realize I'm a fucking idiot, Eleanor. God damn
But the
it.
dog was also dreaming.
Yeah.
And there were also intermittent hallucinations.
Yeah. Eleanor called it really quickly, and that was if you see the robot walking around with 2 feet, it's a dream.
Yes.
And it's like, oh, Thank you, 7-year-old, for explaining this movie to me. Thank you so much. You've really helped out. So some people out there might not even know what this movie is since it hasn't even come out yet in America. Technically, it's an upcoming movie. It's being mass released in the States at the end of next month, May 31st, 2024, right in time for the summer movie season. It's an animated movie with no words, and it has already come out. It came out last year in most nations, meaning that you should definitely wait to see this in theaters on May 31st and not just easily download it right now and watch it at home.
Yeah.
So anyway, we watched this movie because there would be, even if you got a copy of the movie from, like, say, I don't know, Spain, there would be no language barrier because there's no dialogue in this entire movie.
Was it Spanish?
Yes, either that or French. I'm not sure. Um, my favorite part of this, like, I liked the movie, but here's the best part: if you don't like the movie, there's still a lot here for you because the first time that I saw it, I was trying to figure out what the movie was about, like at its core. But then the second time that I saw it, it was all about me finding all the things that it's like there's a bunch of Easter eggs hiding in it because the film is set in
Yeah.
the 80s. And so it was nice to be like, oh shit, that's Tab. Every one of my aunts drank
Yeah.
that, like they were addicted to it, like it was fucking crack. And then every once in a while they'd give me a drink and I drink it. And it was the worst shit imaginable.
Yes.
And then I think, well, how is it that every aunt that I ever had would drink Tab like it was water? And then I realized, oh, it's probably because they were also fucking smoking because it was the 80s and everybody smoked.
Yes.
Every adult fucking smoked. You look at the 80s now, like on popular culture, and it's all neon and, uh, like workout sweatpants and Jane Fonda and Jazzercise and all that shit. No, everything was wood and everything smelled like cigarettes. That was the 80s.
Yes.
Period.
The real
But
80s.
Yeah, that was the real 80s that you won't see on freaking Stranger Things. So I liked, you know, um, a fun time could easily be had watching this film and just looking for all of the 80s, the retro 80s Easter eggs. I kind of marked out when I saw Alf on the cover of a magazine.
Yeah.
And I wrote some of them. He has a game of Simon on his shelf. Tab soda, which fucking sucked. An ad for Ginsu knives.
Yeah.
It's been a while. Payphones. Even the freaking Twin Towers.
Yeah.
Do you think that 9/11 will still happen in an animal world? Do you think that they're like terrorist cats out there in some foreign country ready to strike down
I
the United
don't
States
know,
of
but
A?
if any animal group were to be terrorists, it would be cats.
Because they would want to knock it down
Yeah.
because they're cats. I love the fact that it's kind of sort of acceptable that we can all make 9/11 jokes now.
Yes.
Kind of wonderful. So, what else? Oh, there I saw an ad for Bufferin, and that blew me. Oh shit, Bufferin.
Yeah.
I remember Bufferin. I don't think they make that anymore. There was a Doublemint ad that featured twins.
Yeah.
I remember when every ad for Doublemint gum had twins in it. I remember when there were ads for Doublemint gum, for shit's sake. What else? There was Woolworths right before the dog and the robot run into like those punks, I see a poster behind either robot or dog that I'm pretty sure is a poster for the Ramones.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's a Ramones poster, which would work for New York in the 80s. Woolworths, the old arcade games. I loved seeing a group of tadpoles playing the game Frogger.
Yeah.
That brightened my day. And it's like, oh shit, there's Wild Gunman. If you look really closely, that's fucking Donkey Kong. But like a horse was playing Donkey Kong. Get a donkey to play Donkey Kong. And also, when you're playing Donkey Kong, do you play as a human? I would think in an animal world, if you're playing the game Donkey Kong, you're playing as Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
But there can't be a human in the game Donkey Kong, so I'm interested in that. I love the fact that when the dog was having a dream, and he dreamed that kids made a snowman, and the snowman came to life, and the dog followed the snowman to a bowling alley where the snowman used his head as a bowling ball. The more I talk about this dream out loud, the more this definitely does sound like a fucking dream. So good on the makers of that. So when he throws the bowling ball, it goes into the Big Lebowski camera angle.
Yeah.
Where you see from inside of the bowling ball, and it's like, oh shit, that's a Big Lebowski reference in this movie. The dog has Star Wars toys by the window, Alf, and then a dog is reading the book Stephen King's Pet Sematary. That opens up a whole can of worms.
Yes, it does. Because what is a pet here?
What is a pet? What is a pet? If anything, the book should be called Stephen King's Cemetery.
Yeah.
Stephen King's A Cemetery. What other books would be great with animals? Like Stephen King's Misery, except it's like a dog writer who gets attacked by his favorite author, who's like a hippopotamus or something.
Yeah.
God, I was gonna say a cat would be the dog's number one fan in Misery, but no, it's got to be something way bigger. Like, what would Kathy Bates be? I'd hate to say that she's a hippopotamus, but also that's less a fat joke and more that woman's got range.
Yes, she does.
If anyone could believably be a hippopotamus, it would be Dame Kathy Bates.
Is she a dame? Is she British?
Absolutely not.
Oh, okay.
But I am giving her that respect because that's how much I respect Dame Kathy Bates. Bunny, why don't you hit us with the plot of this movie?
A very lonely, sad little dog buys a robot off of an infomercial, and it is delivered to his house, and he assembles it himself, and they become the bestest of friends, going out and doing various things. They're dating. They're in a relationship. Okay.
Yeah.
They're going places. They're doing things. Until the stupid dog, because I guess it is a dog, brings the robot to the beach.
What the
Lets
fuck,
the
dog?
robot play in the water. Okay?
What the fuck, dog? Not cool.
Robot eventually seizes up on the beach.
Of course.
And cannot move. Dog very upset, but leaves him there.
Well, to be fair, the dog does go to jail for the robot.
Yes, yes, the dog did quite a lot to try to get the robot out of there, but first he left the robot there.
Yeah.
Dragged the robot out of the beach to your little dog car or however you got here,
Mhm.
which is something that's kind of left open. And then that is it. Basically, the robot is then dreaming uh various dreams as he's just stuck on the beach, can't move, can't do anything. So I guess the cute and fuzzy bunnies that chopped his leg off were like the last real thing to have happened to him. And that's why we could use the leg as a mark.
Yeah. First off, this movie is adorable.
It's cute.
It is cute. It
It's
is
not
adorable.
Marcel the Shell with shoes on cute.
No, but it's still pretty fucking cute.
Yes, it is.
And when I was watching it, I'm watching it with my 7-year-old, and we both loved it, but eventually, like 10, 15 minutes into the movie, I'm like, oh, this is so cute. This is so cute and sweet and adorable. And you know what that means? Shit's gonna get real fucking depressing.
Yeah.
Real sad. And Eleanor's like, I love this movie. And I'm just like, brace for impact, Eleanor. Shit's gonna go down. I can feel it in my bones. My corns are acting up.
But still, this is a dog that after a while gets another robot and takes it to the fucking beach.
Right? And then he has like dog PTSD, post traumatic stress dog. And it's like, oh no, my robot's going into the water. Like, yeah. Queer Kitty is right. The dog didn't read the manual.
No. I think RPS has to step in here and take that robot away. The gold robot I'm talking about now. Take that robot away from that dog. Dog is
Absolutely.
not a responsible robot owner.
True. Absolutely true. He brings the robot. He brings the new robot to the beach, but this time he doesn't allow the robot to go into the water. You know what this reminded me of, Bunny? Brian and Charles Jr.
Okay.
You remember Brian and Charles, the
Yes.
British guy makes the robot? I loved that movie. This is like that, but for kids without dialogue.
Yeah.
I loved that movie. So, this is fun and it's silly. 100%. I saw real bad shit happening. This movie's going to be so sad. Odd fact. This movie has not had a major release in the United States yet, but it was in the running for Best Animated Feature at the Oscars because it played at whatever the amount of theaters is necessary for it to be included in the 2023 Oscars. So it was up. It was like Elemental, which, and then that gay friendly Netflix animated movie that everyone tells me that I have to see because I'm trans, Nimona or something like that. And then the new Spider-Verse, Robot Dreams, and then Miyazaki's new film, The Boy, and the obvious Oscar winner. And of course, Miyazaki won.
Yeah.
Because he's a genius. But he wins so much that I've gotten to the point where it's like, kind of want to see him fail.
Yeah.
Everybody gets one big failure in their life, but like every film that he's done, Miyazaki's son has been fucking brilliant. And it's like, come on. I'm hoping his next film is The Day the Laughter Died. Whatever. What's that Jerry Lewis movie? The Day the Clown Cried. Yeah, that's his next animated film. But I think
there's an idea.
It is a good idea.
See, okay, that's what they should do with this movie, okay? I mean, he's dead now. It's time to release the movie. You should totally release it directly into the public domain.
Hell yes.
Let us have
Hell
at
yes.
it.
Yeah, I would love that. That would be so fun, and everyone takes it and just makes bizarre endings to it. Like, there was a period in time when people were making Jaws movies
That sounds vaguely familiar.
Well, because what, like, Back to the Future 2 is set in like 2025 or something like that, like 2015, like way in the future. And in that future, Marty McFly walks past a theater showing Jaws 15. And so it became this like internet thing of like, okay, so we need to make enough Jaws movies for this film to be true.
Yeah.
So we have like 6 years to make, 11 more Jaws films. And so people just started cranking out these like bizarre 70-minute films about, oh no, Jaws is attacking my local community pool and stuff. It was a great time. You know what? The Day the Clown Cried could become our next Star Wars Uncut. What was it called? Remember we did that episode?
Yeah.
I think it's Star Wars Uncut.
I think so.
I think is what it was called. You can tell that I'm, in my late 40s, getting closer to 50, because I'm a lot more times you hear me saying, what was the name of that thing? Remember, with that guy who did the stuff? That's how you can tell that I'm getting.
Yes.
I do that a lot.
That is part of how it happens.
Yeah. So this movie does a really great job of answering an age-old question. Do androids dream of electric sheep? No. They have nightmares about losing their dog best friend.
Yeah.
Not entirely what I expected, but that's all I got for this week's movie. Let's talk about fucking Roger Corman.
Okay. Are we going to be talking about fucking Roger Corman? Because that would be bent over a couch.
That's a good point. The king of the bees. I'm the king of the seas. I'm the queen of the seas, and my wife is the queen of the caves. So it's like, it's okay, Roger Corman, that you had smaller boobs than me. That must have been difficult for him. Holy shit, like, his biography on IMDb is longer than some countries on Wikipedia. Holy shit. And you always hear the same thing. That he has given his first chance to so many directors and actors and writers and creators. Francis Ford Coppola, Ron Howard, Martin Scorsese, Jack Nicholson, Robert De Niro, Joe Dante. You always hear those names. But you know what you don't hear? That he gave those people his first big break, and then they immediately ran away because that motherfucker was cheap as hell.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
In 1990, he released his book, How I Made 100 Movies in Hollywood and Never Lost a Dime. And it's like, yeah, you know how? Because he was cheap as fuck. That's how.
Yeah.
And eventually, I feel that, like, Roger Corman.
But he served a purpose, and he filled a niche. Okay? Because he did still give these people their first break. And He didn't care if they left.
It's just when you look at his IMDb, he acted in 46 movies. He directed 56 movies. He produced 493 movies. And I feel that, like, over the past few decades, Roger Corman has become a legend, not because he made good films.
Oh, no.
But that he made a lot of them. It's about quantity, not quality in the world of Roger Corman. So he always found it bizarre that, like, oh, Roger Corman getting a Lifetime Achievement Award. Oh, yeah, good job. 60 years of making shit. Great. Here you are at the Oscars receiving a Lifetime Achievement Award. Has anyone in this audience seen Star Crash? I fucking doubt it. How many people in that audience at the Academy Awards have seen Chopping Mall? I fucking doubt very many. And so it always blew my mind that this man was like a legend. And like, yeah, he's a legend of shit. When you're like, I need to make a Fantastic Four movie in exactly 1 month with no budget, otherwise I'll lose the rights. Yeah, you call Roger fucking Corman.
Yeah.
But I think that Roger Corman's film history shows you that if you make 500 fucking movies, a couple of them gotta be good.
Yeah.
It's just the law of averages.
There are very few of them that are out and out bad. They just about all have at least some kind of entertainment value going for them, regardless of how stupid or cheap they are.
And they are stupid and cheap.
The only one that I can really think of that is unwatchable is The Terror.
The Terror.
I cannot get through that fucking movie.
But then
the Edgar Allan Poe movies, his Edgar Allan Poe period.
All of those fucking movies, I hated all.
You hated them?
I didn't like them. I did not like them. But here's the thing that kills me. For a while, I thought the first thing that came to my mind was, why don't we be different? And we watch the movies he acted in.
What?
Because I thought, because he acted in 45 movies. And it's really weird, the quality of movies that he acted in. So let me just go through some. He was in Attack of the 50-Foot Cheerleader. Not a surprise. He was in Sharktopus. He played the part of Beach Bum. Okay, not a surprise there. He was in the movie Dino Shark, where he played Dr. Frank. Okay, that's not surprising. He was also in the 2004 remake of The fucking Manchurian Candidate.
Yeah.
He was in Looney Tunes Back in Action. He was in Scream 3. He was in Apollo 13.
Yes,
he was in Philadelphia. He played an FBI director in The Silence of the fucking Lambs.
He was in Godfather Part 2.
He was in Godfather 2. This is fucking wild. But, like, I feel bad because, like, I kind of got excited when I heard fucking Roger Corman died. And I feel kind of bad for that.
Well, okay, so maybe that is what the summer should be.
It has to.
Places where you find Roger Corman where there should not be any Roger Corman.
No, we've got to go through all of the movies that he wrote and directed and produced. We can watch Gas. We can watch The Trip. We can watch the St. Valentine's Day Massacre. We can watch whatever fucking Poe movies we want. We can, there are some movies we've already done. We can fucking do them again. I don't care. We can do Little Shop of Horrors. We can do A Bucket of Blood. We can do The Wasp Woman. We gotta do Bucket Star Crash. We've got to do that.
Bucket of Blood.
Huh?
We
a
did
bucket of blood. We have to
blood
do.
for sure.
Yeah, we've got to do that. There are so many fucking swamp women. The Gunslinger, Rock All Night, War of the Satellites, Teenage Caveman, She Gods of Shark Reef, The Creature from the Haunted Sea. That movie fucking sucks. The Raven, The Terror, The Haunted Place, The Tomb of Lygia. I'm okay. So we did a poll, and the poll was I came up with 5 different ideas. There was the Summer of Live, where we watch all the Saturday Night Live movies. The Summer of Almost, where we watch. This was a high concept one. We watch a bunch of movies that have the same name. 10-minute warning. As famous films, like there's a Ben-Hur animated movie for kids. The Summer of Tim Curry, rest in peace. He wasn't dead, but every episode we pretend that he was dead and give a different reason why he died. The Summer of Family, where we watch the fucking Fast and the Furiouses, and the Summer of Taylor Swift, where we go back and watch movies we've already done, but now we call them Taylor's version of parentheses. And then this is the second time that we have predicted a death in our 10 years on the Pope on Film podcast. Because remember when we were doing homework where we would make people watch things, and we were watching a bizarre guy from Oklahoma City's YouTube channel and discussing it, and I said, this man is an active shooter just waiting to happen. And then like a few months later, he did try and kill a bunch of people at a restaurant.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, I'm psychic. So in our last episode, you said, oh, well, maybe we should find out who's really old and who might die soon. Like, what about Roger Corman? And I said, oh, Roger Corman. Can you imagine if he died? You will not believe the shock I had waking up early, making coffee, going to church, because I am a church-going dad.
Yeah.
And then pulling up my computer, pulling up YouTube, looking at my YouTube subscriptions, and I'm subscribed to like CBS Sunday Morning, whatever that Sunday show is that they do. And it says in memoriam, and there's a picture of like 50 different movie posters, and I'm like, no.
Yeah.
No. And I marked out, oh my God, this is amazing. Roger Corman fucking died. I marked out. So as much as Tim Curry won the poll.
Okay.
Tim Curry won hands down. We gotta do fucking Roger Corman. There's so much to do.
But now,
There's so much.
but since there is so much to do, and since we are talking about redoing some Corman movies we have done previously,
I've got an idea.
How can we do a Corman version of all the other potential summer ofs?
Ooh, okay.
So if we're doing remakes, then that's the Taylor Swift version. So we got that covered.
Yeah.
Okay. Tim Curry must have been in a fucking Roger Corman movie somewhere.
I am looking at all of these movies and I don't see shit because I thought about that as well. But
does he have any attachment to any of the Fast and Furious movies?
So this was my idea. My idea was there are so many possibilities that every week we do a double feature. Because so many of his movies are like 72 minutes anyway.
Yeah.
They're like, we can watch 2 Roger Corman movies and a cartoon and it'll still be shorter than most Quentin Tarantino movies. So I picked 2 early films and I put him on our cough already. 1956's Oklahoma Woman, which I know is probably a Western and not a story about a brave trans woman just trying to make ends meet. And 1954's crime drama, The Fast and the Furious.
Okay.
So there you go, right there.
Yeah.
Boom. We gotta do Roger Corman, the summer of Roger Corman. And like I said earlier, if everybody wanted us to do Tim Curry, just because Tim Curry was in everything that everyone liked when they were kids.
And we were expecting him to die.
Yeah. But Roger Corman died. Roger Corman died a few fucking hours ago, right before we were going to announce what we were doing. It's a gift from the gods. Misa say it's a gift. Misa say it's a gift from the gods. It is. We have to do the summer of Roger Corman. This is what I think we should call it. 2024, the very cheap summer of Roger.
Okay.
It'll be our cheapest summer. We've already done, and let's just rip through these. The summer of Star Wars, the summer of Saw, the summer of Fred Willard, the summer of bottoming, the summer of COVID-exploitation, the summer of Yo, and now we're doing 2024, the very cheap summer of Roger Corman. Rest in something. Rest in cheap peace.
Yeah.
RICP.
And to go out for the last summer of, to go
Going
out
big.
on the fucking king.
Hell yes.
Okay, so I'm thinking we could do whatever Roger Corman movie that we want. But
Hell yes.
if it overlaps with one of the other themes that we were gonna do, it's like double points or some shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm down with that.
Because we
I'm
did
down with
count
that.
Yo's.
Yeah.
And counting Yo's was kind of fun. So how can
fun.
we kind of count this, I'm wondering?
Every time I hear Eye of the Tiger or something like that, the other day I was driving around town and they played No Easy Way Out.
Yeah.
From the tortured driving montage of Rocky IV, and I'm like, yeah! Summer 2023, the summer of Yo.
We're down to 2 minutes.
I know. Yes. So that's next week. Next week, we start our very cheap summer of Roger Corman with 1954's The Fast and the Furious and 1956's The Oklahoma Woman. And then after that, we are going to town. But now that's next episode, now that I look back at this episode, the highs and the lows, Ginsu Knives, Tim Curry, Ray Milland, Horse Erotica, we can watch X, the Man with the X-Men Eyes again. This is going to be so much fun. I got to say, I think this has been a pretty good episode.
This has been a damn good episode.
Okay, good. That's what I was going to say, but I didn't want to. I feel like you're the person who makes that distinction, not me. And I didn't want to step on any toes. But yes, I concur with your assessment, good sir.
So until next week, I am Bunny Williams.
And I am Reverend Maylan, and on behalf of Q and Max and Eleanor and Jonathan, who showed up for a bit during Jeff, I just gotta say thanks for listening, and we will see you next week, you godless heathens.
And you do waffles and poopy tits.
And you stand robot.
And then here comes Eleanor. And you fucking assholes. Oh, wait, I can hear her running. Hurry, there's less than a minute. Hurry! Nice. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Oh, we made it to the end without getting cut off. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Yeah, Tim Curry should have gone. Way to hate the podcast. Roger